Today I want to try a new segment with you guys, something new and different, and this is something that a lot of people in the comments have asked for. I'm going to go over my top 5 bands for the month of August. I'm going to try to do this routinely, no promises, you can never guarantee what's going to happen, but if you guys enjoy it, more than likely I will carry on doing it. I want to add a note here. I'm not going to include Slipknot, and I'm not going to include Tool on this list because it's really not fair to everybody else. Of course, Tool and Slipknot are going to be on the list. They're definitely in constant rotation for me. I just don't really want to bore you. I want to give you some different bands that I'm listening to, and then you can share your top 5 bands in the comments this month down below. And I think that maybe it might help us all learn some new bands that we're not checking out. I don't want to get into reviewing bands, so I'm not really going to talk about anything I didn't like. I'm just going to talk about some bands that I've been enjoying this month and keep it positive and keep it fun and keep it pretty simple. So with that said, let's jump into it. My first band that I've been enjoying this month is Fire from the Gods with their new song, Truth to the Weak. There's an interesting thing here happening with this band as they are now being managed by Five Finger Death Punch guitarist Zoltan Bathory, who is also responsible for managing or sort of advising Bad Wolves, who have also been doing very well for themselves. He has an eye for natural talent, and that comes across very clearly here with this band and their new song. I've been digging the track, hope you do as well. Next up, I'm enjoying, of course, the new Steel Panther song, Always Gonna Be a Hoe. The song is great, it's fun, as always. Steel Panther, as I said recently, started out as this parody band that's actually just also a great band as well. Any way you look at it, their musicianship is amazing, and it's not easy to continuously write songs about virtually the same thing. So this new Steel Panther song, they're back. They just announced a big new tour, and it's exciting stuff. So next up, we're talking about Hell Yeah with their new rager called Perfect. This is a band that isn't letting the adversity that they have faced stop them. They're doing everything for Vinnie Paul in his memory, and he most certainly would be proud by the band's ability to continue to carry on despite his loss. This song is great. The material that they're releasing is absolutely fantastic, and quite honestly, it's some of their strongest material to date. And it was, of course, if I remember correctly, it's the last material they recorded with Vinnie Paul. So this is really good stuff from Hell Yeah, and you should definitely check it out. Another band that I have been jamming this month, and I have been really excited about this and looking forward to this, one of my favorite bands of all time. Of course, I'm talking about Alter Bridge with their new single, Take the Crown. It just came out this week. It's doing very well out there. It's got hundreds of thousands of views already, and it just came out yesterday, I think. So this song and this band just has a really amazing body of work. There are people who like to make jokes about Creed or however you feel about those things, but Alter Bridge is a universally respected band. Their songwriting, the craftsmanship they put into their music is second to none. The craftsmanship they put into their live show, again, is second to none. And having met those guys, and especially Mark Tremonti, on multiple occasions, they could not be nicer. Of all the people that I've met in the music industry, and I don't even know this guy well, but every time I've ever met Mark Tremonti, he has treated me like just a world-class person, and I'm far from that. So check out the new Alter Bridge tune. And finally, the song I'm probably most excited about, it came out earlier today, and I have been a big fan of this band for quite some time. And I've been a fan of previous bands that the members have been in, like Doc Coyle of the X-Man podcast and his former band, God Forbid. This is Bad Wolves and their new song, which is destined to be a hit, called Killing Me Slowly. This group has a knack for writing songs, and as I mentioned earlier, they're also managed by Zoltan Bathory. They're going to be on a massive tour with them in this winter, coming to a city near you, hopefully, and they are cranking out hits, ballads, heavy stuff too. They have a very diverse sound where they can go from just smashing you with breakdowns and screaming all the way through, or something a little bit more palatable for your casual listener of active rock, if there is such a thing. So they've done a very good job with this song. It's been stuck in my head all day, and it's just something you can pop into the car with some friends and they're like, oh my God, what band is this? I've done that on multiple different occasions, and they're wondering who this is, and I'm like, it's Bad Wolves. And they just spread by word of mouth because their music is so high quality, their songs are so catchy, their songs are also equally so heavy. It just gets better and better for this band, and it's amazing to see that they're not caught up in some sort of a sophomore slump. So that's all for now. These are my favorite bands this month, excluding Slipknot and Tool, because that's everyone's favorite band this month pretty much. So I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what your 5 favorite bands are this month as well, and hopefully I can get some new stuff to listen to. That is all for now. Thanks so much for joining us here today at Rockfeed. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss out on breaking hard rock and heavy metal news. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you all very soon.